अभी के अभी रिसेंट में ही तुरंत स्कैनर भेजो, अभी हो जाएगी।
But I do believe that there is some type of ISR craft that does exist that is aerospace, not space, but aerospace, that flies in Earth atmosphere or slightly above Earth atmosphere and is able to conduct that ISR mission for the Pentagon.
While this craft is in the exo-atmosphere, is it manned or unmanned?
I was led to believe that it is completely unmanned, that we could not pull the acceleration these craft are able to do with a human on board, which were limited to like 9.5, 10 Gs, that they're much faster. And that we've seen craft that can move and accelerate at several hundred, if not more, Gs, which would kill a human. So I don't believe they're manned in any way.
But if they're 85,000 feet or higher with zero gravity, how would that play a role in?
Well, you have to get there first.
Right.
And so you have to get from the ground up there, or even if you're launched from a high altitude plane. I know we launch a lot of these craft from the B-52.
Sure.
You still need to get up there.
So they're not always up there just like a satellite, rotating around the Earth. These are things that can be launched tactically or
And fly.
And fly.
And fly and maneuver. And having said that, there is one craft that is a collection platform, also a scientific collection platform, and that is the X-37B. An X-37B is able to sustain its mission for hundreds and hundreds of days at a time before having to come back down to Earth, and that's completely unmanned. So that is used for scientific experiments. It's also used as a sensor platform as well. But these craft are not exactly the X-37B, it's something else.
Right.
It's 5:50. It's 5:50. I just tried to make this video and tried it. My app shut off. They know how to shut off my app. But yeah, here's the proof that America's part of it. They turned off my power grid as soon as I was about to post something about the Native Americans, how Catholicism, they created many Catholic schools to reform the Native Americans for reform. I'm sorry, I'm just irritated. I'm so irritated. They've been acting like they're not part of it. Every time I go to the hospital, the doctors do not help me. That's the second time. As far as medical emergency, I went in for a blood transfusion. I did not get that. They lied. Prior, I went in for a toxicology report when
अभी के अभी पेमेंट करता हूँ।
Тихо.
I will put an end to
Used to live in Used to live in sin, now I'm living for you. Used to live in lies, now your love got me preaching the truth.
Just a couple of minutes later, this is the way that Christians go public in their faith, and he felt it important to do what Christians do.
Hulk Hogan, what does the person of Jesus Christ, Terry, bring to you?
That God presence in us, that still small voice. So what Terry brings to the table is a meat suit, a meat suit filled with the Spirit of Christ, and it's a testing ground for me. I accepted Christ as my Savior when I was 14, but I derailed. It wasn't my life. He has given me the opportunity to prove that I'm faithful, and I'll never make those same mistakes again.
Just a couple of minutes later, this is the way that Christians go public in their faith, and he felt. Just a couple of minutes later, just a couple of just a couple of minutes later, this is just a couple of
members will pass away. Members will pass away. Camille Cosby and also Bill Cosby will pass away. And I remember when God mentioned, I will pluck the stars from, I will pluck
You gotta go to the front. Starting.
You live? Okay. My friends, I'd like to talk to you for a minute. My buddy here, Jason Gordon, just tagged me in a video. I caught wind on my way home about some signs like this that were up in my hometown. So my buddy asked me if I wanted to come over and go with him to go fucking talk about it. So I did. I went and knocked on the neighbor's door. They said that the upstairs tenant wasn't home. He was down at Cumberland Farms. So we took a ride down to Cumberland Farms. On the way home, I saw the so-called tenant sitting on a park bench right across from Norway Savings Bank. So I had my buddy here pull over, drop me off, and I stopped and talked to him for a minute. As it turns out, he's an old veteran. Apparently, he served in Vietnam, and he was from the 101st Airborne, which is the same division that I served in. So I tried to talk some sense into him. We walked the whole way home, which is probably only about a quarter of a mile, but he's an old man with a cane, so it took a minute. I tried to tell him that his ways were wrong. I tried to tell him that these fucking signs right here were wrong. He got a little hostile as we entered his apartment, held up his cane, tried to tell us that any good black man is a dead man. Well, I don't fucking agree with that shit. You understand? No good man is a dead man, okay? We're not gonna tolerate this shit around here. I got better things to do with my time. We're both working men. We both own fucking businesses, okay? We took time out of our personal schedule to come and address your fucking ass about signs like this, okay? I can tell you right now, I'm not the toughest guy in town, but you hang up a fucking sign like this in my town, and I'm gonna knock on your door, okay? Don't be a fuck.
It sounds like a car trying to start up, but it can't, y'all. That's just crazy, man. But when they told us about this demon face syndrome, people was about to start popping out. There's a lot of strange activities happening around people, seeing entities and feeling entities, just a lot of paranormal stuff in general. But this right here takes the cake. North Carolina, what is
God, I want my world to know the Lord above has come to me.